You hit the ball foul in the dirt and you ran hard to first base.
Yeah,
Thank you for that. You don't
that's
get
that
that. You don't
East
get that
Coast
from everybody
mentality.
in the league. You don't get that from everybody in the league.
East
Yep.
Coast, yeah. East
Yeah,
Coast,
East
right.
Coast, everything is life or death to us, no matter what it is. It could be craps, wiffle ball, 100% all the time. All gas, no brakes.
Love it.
Hey, welcome back to Fade the Mahoney. At Fade the Mahoney, currently we're focusing on Major League Wiffle Ball, and our schedule is 2 shows a week. We drop one on Thursday, which previews the series that's going to drop from MLW on Friday. And then we circle back the beginning part of the following week to recap it. We do our best to have a player from the series on the recap and the preview. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But today we've got Jordan Robles joining us to recap Mallards Eagles. I'm going to, hey, Jordan, thanks for coming back, buddy.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for having me.
I fancy myself a journalist, so I'm going to beat the crap out of Jordan in a little bit over the series that just happened. But before I do that, I asked Jordan before we saw the series, sent him a message. Jordan, we're going to do this. This is when we're going to do it. Are you available? It was like a snap response that he said yes. So even though I'm about to beat him up, what a great dude, knowing what happened, to just immediately say, yes, I'm going to come back on, even though things didn't go very well. So Jordan, thanks, buddy.
I don't hide from my failures, my shortcomings. I don't run from it.
All right. Well, that series on Friday, they didn't go too well. I don't have a lot of questions. Not the most interesting series we've ever watched. But if you want to go ahead and give us any thoughts you have, and then I'm sure Trevor will have some questions for you.
Yeah, I mean, if I could compare it to a historical event, it would probably be like when we dropped the bomb on Nagasaki in 45. Didn't go our way, offensively, pitching, defensively, just bad. Overall bad for the Mallards. Like, I take full blame. I didn't pitch well, didn't hit well, so got to get better.
I was going to say Hindenburg. Huge expectations and then blow up and crash to the ground. But okay, I haven't even started to be a jerk yet. We'll get there in a little bit. Trevor, what do you got?
First, I also wanted to say, I think we have a lot of new viewers. So I just wanted to clarify with everyone that when we do set the lines before the game, we don't ever watch the live. And, we also try to talk to our guests before they play the game as well. So I wanted to point that out to everybody because it's easy for people to say that they would bet the under after they already know the first game is 1-0, or that they take the Eagles, and because the line should be differently, but obviously we don't do that. So I wanted to let everybody know that.
Trevor?
Yes.
That's an excellent point. I should have said that. Excellent. Yes, everybody in my mentions, I got several DMs saying you have to take the under. Why'd you take the over? I forget that they play the one game live. We never watch it. How did the under work for you people? How did it work?
It's true. It's true. All right. Now getting to the actual game. I've watched it twice already. So a couple different thoughts. I had questions for you, Jordan. First of all, give us your thoughts on Dallas Allen, how tough it was for you to hit him, to see him, and then what adjustments you're going to make against him going forward.
He's good. He throws a lot of different pitches for strikes. I would say, like, not only just for strikes, like hit his spots well, threw good strike pitches when he needed to. It was my first time ever seeing him. Like, it's my first time seeing everybody in the league and playing with a yellow bat, playing different speed limit, different pitching distance. So, I'm still adjusting. It's my third series in MLW, but need to hit with the yellow bat more, and just kind of like, I guess, downloading all that information. Like, second time around, I know what's coming. I know what to expect. So just downloading all the content I can so that the next time around I can make the adjustments and kind of expect what's coming.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I mean, he obviously has been great against everybody this year. So not surprising to see you struggle against them too, because, obviously, like you said, you hadn't seen him. I guess the next thing would be the pitching struggles from the series. Seemed like you were having maybe a little bit issue with speed limit and the control. You were just off just by like a little bit. It's not like you were like just completely out of it. You just kept missing by the small fractions. Was it anything to do with that particular day, or was it just you were just off a little bit?
It's tough. Like, unless I can get a concrete slab from Kyle Schultz's driveway and just stuff the ball the exact way that he is, I do not know how the ball is going to move until I get there on game day. And again, this is my first time ever playing. Well, I shouldn't say first time ever playing in a style where I have to use one specific ball, but like even in NWLA where I have to use an unscuffed ball, every ball that is fresh out of the box is going to move generally the same way. Where if you scuff a ball on cement, you're going to get different variations every single time, no matter how many times you do it, no matter if you do it the exact same way, the ball is going to move slightly different every time. So just adjusting to that, and I need to learn more pitches. Like, that hasn't changed since the Cobra series. I need to figure out how to throw pitches that move more. Obviously, it's possible. Other pitchers in the league can do it, but I have not learned it yet. Tommy tells me snap my wrist and ball should drop. Do this, the ball should slide. I do that, ball goes straight like an arrow. So I'm still figuring it out.
Okay, cool, gotcha.
Trevor, can I jump in? I should have done this already. Recap the gambling.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Sure.
Because again, for our new viewers, we've got a lot of new viewers recently, especially the last two episodes. Jimmy Norp came on and did a recap episode, and then Dallas Allen did our preview for this series. Lots of new viewers. Trevor and I always bet on two things, sometimes bet on three things. First thing we always bet on is over-under. Trevor sets the line for the over-under for number of runs scored in the series. For this series, I think it was 15.5. The sweetest kid in the world, Dallas Allen, suggested I take the over, so I did. Easy winner, right? 1 run in the first game. Easy winner over 15.5. The second thing we sometimes bet on is the series price. The what do we have? Minus 130 on the Mallards.
Yeah.
I bet on the Eagles. So I took the plus money, so I won those first two. And then the third thing we always bet on, thanks to Joey with MLW Stats, he puts out the ladder every week. We basically bet on fantasy wiffle ball. I drafted first. I took Jordan Robles with my pick, which left Trevor with Dallas Allen. So for the first time ever, Trevor, congratulations, buddy. You won a weekly ladder bet.
Off this night. Thanks, Jordan. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. I had to break the trend.
I have the numbers. They aren't widely known at the time of this recording. Dallas put up a 47.2, just eked out Jordan Robles's 3.7. So it came right down to the wire. That's got to be the worst loss anybody's ever suffered in the ladder bet. But Trevor, do you want to tell the people who your three players for the Slate 3 ladder wager are and how they're doing?
So far, I have Cheatham, Norp, and Dallas, and I think that's worked out pretty well so far for me. So trying to get it all back at once.
Yep. You've had 3 players go with a total of 130.7 points. I've had 1 player go, again, 3.7. So it's going to be tough for me to come back. So that's.
Did you happen to catch the poll for who everybody voted for was going to win the series going in?
I didn't know.
So it was 28% thought the Eagles would win the series, and then what's left, 72% on the Mallards. So that's I think I set a pretty good line there. Overall, I think my lines have been pretty on point. I think 15.5 was probably pretty good as well. Obviously that second game, the struggle issues or the control issues that the Mallards had played a part in that score. So.
For the last 5, I think the Dogs have won outright. It's pretty impressive, and overs are now 6-4 on the season.
Yep.
You got more questions, or can I go?
You can go if you want. I have other questions too, but you can go.
Jordan, you're from the East Coast, right?
Yep.
You guys always run it out.
Yeah. So I knew this was going to come up in theory. Like, when I hit it, I thought he was going to try and peg me. Like, I tried to peg Dan Schultz in that first game. Mm-hmm. So I'm dodge the peg, and then obviously flips it the first, and then of course he drops it, and I look horrible. That was horrible. Horrible. That was what I was thinking. Doesn't make it any better, but yeah, you're absolutely right. You need to run it out.
I'm done being a dick. Your turn, Trevor.
At
least you owned it. That's all I asked for. I've never had Bonham own it yet. And I haven't heard anything from Cheatham about what he did, but thanks for owning it. Go ahead,
Trevor. So I guess the next thing is to try to talk about some bright spots for the Mallards at least. So having Caden there seemed like it was a good thing. He seemed like he was seeing the ball pretty well, got some walks, got the bat in the ball, so that was probably pretty nice. And then Davenport pitching in that last game, or the last inning, had no earned runs. Obviously got a little lucky to get out of it, the bases loaded jam, but looked like his stuff looked pretty good. So what are your thoughts on those two guys, Caden and Davenport?
Yeah, it's definitely nice to have Caden back in the lineup. Like you said, like he was seeing the ball well. He's played a ton of different styles. And Davenport is someone I've been telling Tommy, like I watched his YouTube channel, obviously prior to this series. And I kind of told Tommy, like, we may have something with this guy here. And I thought he looked great. You know, granted, came in a tough situation, a lose-lose. You come in down by 11 or however much we're down, but he still looked good. He had stuff that moved. He's throwing strikes, varying pitches. So he's definitely moving forward to somebody that I think we should definitely give more innings to.
Yeah, and it's tough because he's obviously not going to Oklahoma, so it's going to have to come down in the last series before you guys get the playoffs to see if you get him some innings and some experience to see what you can do there. Obviously, Tommy struggled with control in that second game, and Caden obviously was also put into a tough spot. Caden's a good pitcher, but was put into a tough spot there as well. So give you guys a chance to figure out what you're going to do with your second pitcher role for the playoffs. My next question is what's it been like for you to kind of travel in for the few games? Has that affected you in any way in your performance, you think, or is it just?
No, I would say, like, if anything affects me, it's playing like unrestricted fast pitch with knife balls so much at the same time while I'm playing MLW. So like the arm slots where I'm seeing with a knife ball, a screwball, a drop ball, a slider, and MLW, the ball's moving the exact like opposite way, different ways. It moves less. People throw less strikes in MLW compared to MAW. MAW is 2 strikes, ECW is 3 strikes. You know, using bigger bats over here in the East Coast, but it's no excuse. Got to get better. Got to play better, and it is what it is. I wouldn't say travel. There's no excuse. I got to get better. At the end of the day, that's it. I got to play better, and that's that. You know, it's not travel. It's just got to play better.
Hey, Trevor, do you remember last time we spoke to Jordan? Oh, by the way, this is the 3rd time Jordan's been on with us. Super, super generous with your time. Thank you very much. We marveled at the fact that they played 6 games and he had 6 decisions, and we couldn't possibly figure out how that could be. Well, now they've played 9 games. How many decisions do you have, Jordan?
9. I'm 5-4.
How does that happen? It's just, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Pitching every game. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
But the league is set up for you. There are rules. It is basically set up. You can't pitch 9 games out of 9 games.
Yeah.
Unless
I never followed rules a day in my life.
Unless something bizarre happens in every single series, you get in. Amazing. Congratulations. I reckon that'll never happen again.
Probably not. No. Yeah, probably not. I can't see it.
You got something?
Yep. Yeah. So the next thing I was going to say is, like, first of all, just momentum. This felt like a very big momentum swing to me. Was obviously the first game, very close game. You guys couldn't hit Dallas. They got the 1 run in the first. And then in the second game, Daniel with the leadoff home run kind of set the tone, it felt like. Do you feel like that, like, do you feel like that was a mistake to pitch there? Or like what happened on that play?
Like, I'm just not, I don't have pitches that are moving that much. So like I have 2 pitches overall still. So like, you know, this is my 3rd time pitching. People know what's coming. People are seeing the videos. So like, I should be getting him. I'm throwing a riser and a drop ball, you know, and I'm throwing 70 miles an hour, 36 feet away. So it's not like I am, you know, I don't know, I'm not throwing the kitchen sink at people. Like, I would say that's definitely a frustrating thing coming from knife ball, where I got like 8-9 pitches, varying changeups with everyone. Coming here, I'm trying to find stuff that I can throw over the plate, like, primarily. So like, I mean, unbiased opinion, they've got very hittable stuff, so I need to change that. Dan Schultz, good player. Dallas, good player. Eagles, you know, if you look at their stats, like, one thing I saw the Reddit graphic, they got great team ERA, great team average. They're clean defensively, so they're playing well. You know, you cannot win a championship in June. You can definitely lose the championship, but it's a long season. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So this is just all things to remember moving forward.
Yeah, it had to be pretty frustrating too. The two balls that you hit the hardest during the series, one went right at Zach at shortstop, and then the other one Zach made a great play at first. So
Yeah.
it's got to be pretty frustrating.
Yeah. Like seeing all the stuff, like how 1 for 11. Granted, obviously I did, but yeah, I hit I feel like I hit well. I hit the line drive right at Whalen. I hit the one oppo to Whalen as well. So 1 for 11 is what it is. But I don't feel like I struggle at the plate. But I'm taking notes of all the stuff that's being said. So moving forward, I'm excited to get on the field the next time. Us East Coast guys, I don't take too lightly to this stuff, but it's nothing new. I've been stunned by the positivity that I've gotten. This is the reception that I've been used to my entire life, that I suck, I'm the worst, I'm overrated. So I feel like I'm at home now, just getting all this slander. So I would say this is what I expected.
Everybody, go buy the jersey.
Buy it twice.
That's right. My bad.
Market's down right now, so it's a bargain buy.
Yeah, buy low. Buy low.
Be the kid. So high.
Be the kid in the neighborhood wearing the jersey before everybody else.
Yep.
Yeah, you hop in that MLW Discord, and it's like
oh, yeah.
Jordan Robles has never played wiffle ball before in his life. He's and then Dallas Allen is the god. It's amazing. You love it.
Hey, can I had a brief communication with Dallas yesterday, trying to give the kid a little bit of an edge, make him a little bit more marketable, trying to get him a nickname. We got to get him a jersey on the website. But I asked him, what kind of crap talk does he want to send Jordan's way after the series? Are you ready for it, Jordan? I'm just going to read it verbatim. You ready? Tell Jordan I said it was fun to play against him, and I'll see him in the playoffs.
Dallas is a good guy. So great slender there.
Yeah, such a nice kid.
Hopefully we make the playoffs. We got a big series with the Gators. We got a big series after that with the Magic. So nothing is guaranteed. We need to take care of business.
Oh, well, I mean, you get to play against the Magic, so there's that.
Yeah, still though, you can't take anybody lightly.
Except for the Magic. They can't hit. You'll be all right. Shout out Chadwick. See you soon, buddy.
I guess that's a good segue too, though, to look forward to the Oklahoma series. How excited are you to play in that atmosphere? And what are your thoughts on the Gators?
The Gators look very good against the D-backs. They just won that series 2-1 again. Like, a lot of people did not expect the Gators to win that series. So like you guys have been saying, the underdog trend has been hit in the last 3 or 4 series. Like similar to D-back series. Like I think the poll, it was like 70% of the people thought the D-backs were going to win. 30% of people thought we were. So I've never played Cheatham, Jorgensen, Zerlag. I've never been to Oklahoma in my life. So I'm excited. I'm excited to bounce back. And definitely been putting more time with the LBAT. Like I said, like, I'm playing every weekend a different style. Like I feel like almost an MMA fighter coming from the unrestricted style where I am playing guys that can throw any ball they want, sandpaper, unscuff, knife, cement. You can use any bat you want, throw however fast you want. Coming to this, it's like I'm coming to boxing where I'm restricted to using just my hands. Yeah, I can't take people down. I can't throw my kicks, can't throw my elbows, can't clinch really. So it's definitely an adjustment. I feel like that's one thing that people don't put into perspective. It is an entirely different style. But I got to make the adjustments at the end of the day, got to play better.
That MMA boxing analogy, that's going to be clipped. Thanks for that. That was good. That was really
good. It's like the people that watch it genuinely don't understand what kind of ball we use. They don't get to see the full pitch by pitch at bats, the speed limit. You know what I mean? So like the Zach Whalen at bat specifically, I got the wind blowing against me. So I'm trying to throw the ball a little bit harder because I got the wind blowing against me. When I throw it, the wind against me is going to slow the ball down. I'm hitting 74, 75 on the gun, and I'm slowing down like this. It's frustrating being hit with the speed limit where I feel like I have to lob the ball over the plate, and obviously it's going to get hit. But that's what makes the league so tough, that it's designed so people can put the ball in play. It's designed so there's a lot of action. It's hard to dominate on the mound. You got a ball that it's hard to get it to move a lot. It's possible. It's absolutely possible, but it's not as easy as I'm used to. But I would love to play an unrestricted style. And, in the past, I've done that against some of these people, and you can see the results. They've been pretty good in my favor.
All right. Well, a lot of season left. We got slate 4 coming up soon. You had mentioned, Trevor, you just mentioned, that series is the big one in Oklahoma, right? Against the Gators. Fans can go to that one, I think, right? No tickets or anything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Free admission, $3.99. Make your way to Oklahoma, see a great series, Gators, Mallards. I think we play game 1 9:00 Friday night, and then 2 games Saturday starting at 7.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. What's your schedule like for that? Are you flying in Thursday, flying in Friday, and then how are you? What are your thoughts on playing one game, one night, and then 2 the next day?
Yeah, so I fly into Tulsa Thursday, and then I drive down to Shangri-La Resort. I think it's like an hour away from Tulsa. I think it's awesome. Like, it's weird to me playing 3-inning games. Like, I feel like it flies by, honestly. Like, every single pitch, every single at bat is so impactful because you got 9 outs. So everything's definitely amplified. But I'm excited to play under the lights. I'm excited to play in a Fenway Park replica wiffle ball field. I've never gone to Oklahoma. If it wasn't for this, I just hope that I can mobily sports bet, because if not, that's definitely going to be a hit. I hope there's a casino close by. When I found out the news that I was going to be playing in Oklahoma, one of the first things came to mind was like, is there a casino? Like, I can't imagine there being much out there in Oklahoma. Give me something, like give me a casino. It's anything. Give me something.
Last year they were doing there was a bunch of different video games, I think, in there. So maybe you got to get the kids to gamble on the video games with you.
I'll be taking bets on skee bowl all night.
I just did a real quick search. I don't think I've ever been to Oklahoma City either. I see Jackpot Casino, Remington Park. I think you'll be able to find something.
Yes.
Harrah's Kickapoo Casino. You'll be all right. You'll find something.
Me and Harris have got a good relationship. I've cleaned up the Harris in Vegas last summer, so I'm looking to make that 2 times in a row, back to back, belly to belly.
It's a good segue for me. I'm about to get on a plane heading to Vegas myself. So you got any table games or anything specific that I should look for?
Absolutely. So one thing, first time I went to Vegas was last summer. It blew my mind. Electronic craps, like, it speeds the process up astronomically. You get to see by the cent exactly how much you're betting, how much you can win. So I would say get on an electronic craps table, bet the 5 and the 9, and make some money.
All right. It's pretty hard to get a read off the thrower, though, if it's all electronic. But all right, we'll give it a try.
You still throw it, and you can see like the past 8 results. So you can see what the shooter's thrown the past 8 times. So like all the results are there, all your bet values are there. So I found it a lot easier where you go to a traditional table with the felt. You don't know how many throws the shooter's got. You don't know what he's thrown the last 3 times. You're just like, I'm rolling with this guy. He's got a cool gold chain. He's going to roll a point. I like it.
Yeah, that is the traditional way to do it. All right, We got slate 4 coming up. Jason Chadwick and Chris Cheatham are going to come back on and join Trevor and I for the slate 4 MLW draft. To recap slate 3, Trevor is beating the crap out of me. He's up by $1 million. You still have the commish left. I have Ryan Cratch, Baranowski, and Nick Saylor left. Those are the 3 I have left. Preview show dropping later this week. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's Pred's Magic, right? That's who's playing this Friday.
Yeah.
Trevor and I have a real good chat with Mr. Cratch, in which we just beat up on Trevor. Ryan and I just beat up on Trevor for a little while for his anti-predator preseason predictions. So we've got that coming up. Anything else I'm missing, or anything else we need to talk about, Trevor?
And we'll also have the we'll kind of look back at how the preview went before the season and give some updated odds at the halfway point here as the All-Star game comes up, because we can obviously gamble in the All-Star game as well. So probably should talk about that a bit at some point. Jordan, are you going to be playing in the All-Star game?
I will be playing in the All-Star game in Cleveland right now. I saw Little John yesterday at FWD nightclub. Little John is awesome. I had very low expectations, honestly, but the guy killed it. It was a great time. So I'm heading up to Brighton today. I'm gonna mingle with the locals, eat at the Dog Pound on the rooftop bar up there, and then play Sunday. So it should be a good time.
Sounds like a nice little weekend.
Yep, can't complain.
Can you use the strategy of bringing a whole bunch of balls and driving by Kyle's house and scuff them up on his driveway, and then at least have something to practice with?
It's not a bad idea. I'm sure the Schultz would definitely be weirded out by me with a big bag of wiffle balls. Like, why? One, how did Jordan Rumbles get here? Two, what is he doing? But it's honestly a great idea.
Thanks. I have one every week. All right. That's our recap show. Mallards Eagles. We got the preview show Magic Predator coming up later this week. Twice. Go by the jersey. Twice. Both.
All the Mallard fans that are actually still sticking with us, I appreciate that. I see that. And all the people chirping in the comments, in the Discord, and the YouTube channel, I love it. Give me more motivation. Keep talking.
We've got ourselves another clip. All right. Thanks for coming by again, Jordan. Good to see you, Trevor. Good gambling, everybody.